Food recalls are happening more often, and most people do not even know they are at risk. In this video, I will show you how to respond to an urgent food recall warning, so you can protect yourself and your family immediately. Recalls are not rare events. They have become a constant threat in American kitchens. In 2025 alone, the FDA issued 251 food and beverage recall events, averaging nearly 5 new alerts every week. Behind each alert is a race against time, but the system meant to warn families often falls behind. On average, companies waited 57 days after the FDA first flagged a safety problem before initiating a recall. That is nearly 2 months when contaminated food can sit in pantries, school cafeterias, or childcare centers, quietly putting children, elderly relatives, and those with weakened immune systems at risk. Pathogens like Listeria and Salmonella do not wait for paperwork to catch up. For a parent or caregiver, every hour of delay increases the odds of sickness, hospitalization, or worse. Dr. Maria Gonzalez, an epidemiologist at the CDC, puts it plainly. Rapid, coordinated alerts are the single most effective tool we have to stop a foodborne outbreak before it spreads beyond the kitchen. The reality is that official warnings often come too late. Many families only learn about a recall after someone has gotten sick or after the product has already been served at the dinner table. Vulnerable groups, infants, pregnant women, and seniors face the highest stakes. With recalls on the rise and delays still common, waiting to verify a product can mean missing the only window to prevent harm. That is why acting fast is not just smart, it is essential. Knowing exactly how to identify a recalled item and doing it immediately can make all the difference. When an urgent food recall alert lands, the clock starts ticking. The fastest way to protect your household is to match your product's identifiers against the official recall with no guesswork and no delay. Start by grabbing the item's packaging. On boxed or canned goods, the UPC code, a 12-digit number, usually appears below the barcode on the back or side. Lot or batch numbers can be printed on the label, embossed on the lid, or tucked near the expiration date. For fresh produce, look for a PLU sticker or a data bar, the small square barcodes that can be scanned with a free smartphone app like Google Lens. If it is a meal kit or an online order, open your digital receipt or packing slip for an SKU or order number. With these details in hand, head straight to recalls.gov or the FDA recall portal. Type in the UPC, the lot code, or the product name. The database will show you a list of active recalls and for each, a downloadable PDF or a table listing the exact affected codes. For produce, scan the data bar or enter the PLU. Some recalls list only certain harvest or pack dates, so double-check every detail. If your code matches, you have a recalled product. Stop using it immediately. If not, and every identifier differs, you are in the clear for this recall. This process takes less than 3 minutes. Skipping a single digit or assuming a product is safe because it looks fine is a risk you cannot afford. Quick, careful checking is the only way to cut through confusion and act before anyone gets hurt. The next step is what to do with a confirmed recalled product, how to isolate it, document it, and dispose of it safely. Once a product in your home matches a recall alert, every action counts. Stop using the item immediately. No exceptions, even if it looks or smells normal. Move the product away from all other foods. Place it in a sealed bag or a dedicated container on a separate shelf. This simple step blocks cross-contamination, which can happen in seconds if juices or crumbs touch other groceries. Never taste or test the food, and do not let pets near it. Keep every piece of the original packaging, box, wrapper, label, even the receipt. These hold the UPC, lot number, and expiration date, which you will need for refunds, insurance, or in case a doctor or health official asks for proof. Photograph the product and the codes before you do anything else. Store these images on your phone or computer. If you have multiple packages, isolate each one and label them clearly. This habit is not just for your own safety. In past outbreaks, families who kept packaging could access refunds and even help trace the source of contamination. Skipping these steps risks not only your health, but also your ability to get support if someone gets sick. Even after a recalled product is isolated, the next few hours can be critical, especially for children, pregnant women, seniors, and anyone with a weakened immune system. Foodborne illnesses do not always strike right away. Symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, fever, or unusual tiredness can appear within hours or sometimes days, depending on the contaminant. For example, Salmonella often causes stomach pain and fever within 6 to 72 hours, while Listeria can take a week or more to show up with flu-like symptoms. With Chronobacter, the bacteria that triggered the Abbott infant formula recall, newborns can become dangerously ill in just a day or two. If you suspect anyone in your home, especially an infant, has eaten or drunk a recalled product and is now showing fever, vomiting, poor feeding, or unusual sleepiness, call the Poison Control Center at 1-800-222-1222 immediately. They are available around the clock and can tell you if you need to go straight to the emergency room or if you can safely monitor at home. Severe dehydration, blood in the stool, confusion, or a high fever over 103 degrees Fahrenheit are always reasons to seek emergency care without delay. Dr. Jasmine Patel, a pediatrician, puts it simply, "Don't wait for things to get worse." If your baby seems off after a recall, call your doctor or poison control right away. Fast action can save a life. Even mild symptoms in infants, pregnant women, or the elderly should never be ignored after a recall. Getting medical advice quickly is the safest choice, and it is always better to call once too often than not at all. Disposing of a recalled food item is only half the job. The real danger often lingers on kitchen surfaces and utensils, where invisible traces can spark new rounds of illness days or even weeks later. The Bluebell ice cream Listeria outbreak showed how quickly a single contaminated scoop can seed an entire kitchen. In that case, bacteria survived on mixing equipment, transfer hoses, and even inside freezer drawers, places most people rarely think to clean deeply. At home, the same risks apply to blender jars, cutting boards, refrigerator shelves, and silicone spatulas. Start by double bagging the recalled product and placing it in a trash bin that will be collected soon. Never in a recycling bin or compost pile. Next, focus on every surface the food touched. Use a fresh bleach solution. Mix 1 tablespoon of regular unscented bleach into 1 gallon of water. Wipe down counters, fridge shelves, and any containers or utensils, making sure the surface stays visibly wet for at least 1 full minute before rinsing or letting it air dry. For parts that come apart, like blender gaskets or food processor seals, disassemble and soak them in the same solution. Scratches and hidden crevices can shelter bacteria, so replace any worn or cracked tools. Finally, finish with a thorough hand wash. Use soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds, scrubbing under nails. No shortcuts and no skipping steps. Just one missed spot can undo all your effort and keep your family at risk. The fastest way to stay ahead of a recall is to set up real-time alerts before danger lands in your inbox. The FDA official RSS feed delivers new recall notices within about 2 minutes of posting, far quicker than most retailer apps, which can take 12 to 14 minutes to send a push notification. Signing up for FDA email alerts or adding their feed to a free RSS reader like Feedly means you will hear about a hazard long before it is trending on social media or buried in a store's weekly newsletter. Retailer loyalty apps from chains like Kroger or Walmart can be a useful backup, especially if you scan your receipts or use digital coupons, but they are not instant. Relying on news headlines or waiting for a store receipt warning leaves a dangerous gap. Configure at least one official channel now. Speed is your best defense when every minute counts. Heating food is no guarantee of safety. Listeria can survive at 55 degrees Celsius for over 2 hours, far longer than any home method. The USDA and the FDA warn that reheating or relying on a smell test is a myth. Most recalled foods look and smell normal. 71% show no visible defects. Trusting your senses or viral tips leaves families exposed to invisible hazards. Discarding packaging too early is another costly mistake. That wrapper holds the UPC, the lot number, and the expiration date, vital for refunds, insurance, and medical care. In 2009, families who kept original packaging after the Peanut Corporation outbreak received full settlements. A $12 million verdict in the Bluebell Creamery's case hinged on that same detail. The safest habit is to keep the packaging and snap a photo before tossing it. If illness follows, file a report with the FDA MedWatch portal. Saving packaging, documenting codes, and reporting illness closes the loop on food safety. A single overlooked recall can put your family's health on the line. No myth or shortcut changes that. Right now, contaminated food still slips past shelves and headlines. Fast, informed action is your real defense. The next alert could land any day. Will you be ready? Stay alert, stay safe.